Today we're going to talk about change, we're going to talk about the habits, about the different stimulus for adaptations, for muscles growth, for health in general. So let's begin. Welcome to Health and Stoicism, where ancient wisdom meets science. Here we discuss lifestyle, habits, and tools to start improving your overall health with the help of ancient wisdom and the Stoic philosophers. Once a week we will learn a new habit to implement, suggested from Stoic passages. The rest of the week, between quotes and research, we will learn strategies to improve our health. So let's begin, and memento mori. Today we're going to discuss a passage by Marcus Aurelius, and we're going to talk about change. It's a topic that he will go over on and on, more than death. No, death is definitely the favorite of Marcus Aurelius, but change, like being able to adapt to nature, to the change of the season, change in general, is also a topic that Marcus Aurelius talks a lot. So let's look into the passage. Is it change that a man fears? Why? What can have come to be without change, and what is dearer or more familiar to universal nature? Can you yourself take your bath unless the firewood changes? Can you be nourished unless what you eat changes? Marcus Aurelius 7:18. So what this actually means? The meaning, of course, is about respecting nature, following the season of nature instead of dictating with our power or with the parvents of power what we can change. Of course, the basic meaning of this is that we get comfortable in what we do, and so we tend not to change. We stay like we've always been, and that's terrible. And we have proof in nature everywhere. Everything is changing, the seasons are changing, and nowadays we even try to eliminate those things. You know, for example, in summer we are closed indoor with air conditioning, and in winter we maintain the same temperature by raising the heaters, by turning on the heaters. We see it with our life, how hard it is to take a decision to change completely our life. Let's say we are unsatisfied with our job. It's so hard to change it completely. Or when you are stuck in a terrible relationship, it's so hard to break up, to just move on, to change. We fear that change. What Marcus Aurelius says is, this is not human nature. We are prone to change. The problem is, we fall into vices. We are losing values, and when that happens, the change, it becomes something to fear, something that we want to avoid. We prefer to stay in our comfortable zone, in our nice environment, and anything that will change will put us in danger, or at least that's the fear we have. It's totally irrational fear. But the person, for Marcus Aurelius, the person that avoid vices, that has strong values, they embrace change. They know, they understand nature, and they respect it. They don't question it. If something happens, that's the way it is. It had to happen. And if we look at the human body, we need this constant change to grow. It's not only, of course, mentally, but it's also physically. For example, if you work out every day with the same routine, doing the same exercises, the same intensity, the same duration, after 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe maximum 3 weeks, you will not improve anymore. So you need constant change. You need to change the stimulus even there if you wanna improve, if you wanna get better in anything we do. If you want to play and learn an instrument, you have to increase not the amount of work you're putting in, but the differentiation of that. If you play guitar and you practice the same song, yeah, you're not improving. You're just stuck into that place. You need change in everything to improve. We get stuck in habits that the majority of the time are very unhealthy, are very comfortable. We want that comfort. We need this neuronal stimulation. We need to stimulate new circuits in order to learn something, in order to improve in something. All the change that we avoid is actually an opportunity that we are missing. So the habit that we can learn from today's passage is every time you are faced with a change, just accept it. Then of course, that doesn't mean that you passively accept it and you don't do anything about it. You accept the change, but also you do everything in your power to make it the best possible outcome. Even if the change involves something bad for you, let's not forget that all the pain that we experience is also a pleasure or satisfaction in the future. Every time we face a change, yeah, we have to accept it. That doesn't mean that we have to go with our life and do everything that comes our way. No, we have to have our mind very clear in what we want, in what is our gift that we receive at the beginning of our life, and keep working towards it, that for sure. But that doesn't mean that if something goes against us, we have to resist that change. No, we have to accept it and then maybe do whatever we can to make our situation better. So let's practice the habits again for the rest of the week, and in the meantime, reflect on Marcus Aurelius' words. Is it change that a man fears? Why? What can have come to be without change, and what is dearer or more familiar to universal nature? Can you yourself take your bath unless the firewood changes? Can you be nourished unless what you eat changes?